I can only really explain this in one way. So when it comes to the decisions that's being made for my children and why I have a very clear understanding of why things are not beneficial for them, people want me to explain myself. I'm not someone who typically wants to do things like that because I don't have to. It's not your children. But let me make something just real clear for everybody. Habits are not created in adulthood. We create those habits as children, and then we carry them into adulthood. Now, one habitual fucking cycle that I definitely had to get away with was the normalization of abuse, whether mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. These are the patterns and the habits that we created in childhood and carried into adulthood from everyone around us. But this predominantly starts in-house at all times. The things that we accept from our guardians in that household, whether they are physically abusing us, mentally abusing us, spiritually abusing us, or emotionally abusing us, we normalize these things and we justify them because of who these people are. I'm not teaching my children that. Absolutely not. It was wrong. 1,000,000%. It's not. There's no justification towards the things that most experience in childhood and the effects of the trauma that we actually have to go through. So when it comes to my children, I'm not normalizing abuse from anybody. The government, the police, the courts, the baby daddy. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't have did it. And since I have broken the cycle of normalizing abuse, people that still continue in that cycle get triggered easily, very, 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 very easily, and they want control over my decisions and actions. No one's going to be able to get that, and they want to make me feel insecure about my decisions because they are about theirs. None of these fucking things even have anything to do with me. I am literally expressing to y'all that I have gotten away from these cycles, and I did not plan on raising my children in these cycles for very specific reasons. It's not safe for them. And if I refuse to do the work, it's going to force them to have to do the work because I didn't do it and I just traumatized them. And I have traumatized my children, which is why I put them in counseling so early on, because I didn't know what I was doing. I had to accept that how I was showing up as a mother was horrible. And I had to make a conscious decision to do better. And my action shows this in my life, period. Through my children, period. Through the decisions that I made. It's not something that I need to explain to anybody. But I'll let y'all know, like, the perspective that I'm coming from. Certainly. But it ain't none of my business if anybody agrees with where I'm coming from or not. That's what I need y'all to understand. These aren't even y'all children. So whatever anybody has to say, unfortunately, it doesn't have anything to do with me. Worry about how you're raising your own children. I'm not telling y'all what to do. Like, this is another thing. I understand boundaries. How people choose to raise their children, that shit don't have nothing to do with me. All I have control over is how I choose to raise my children, how I am showing up for my children, the cycle that I know that I'm not continuing with my children. And my children aren't going to be around these cycles because I don't want them around them. That defeats the purpose of me doing the goddamn work. They are definitely going to know right from wrong. They are definitely going to know that any type of abuse is not okay. They are definitely going to be able to speak freely with me, so they can be able to speak freely when they make it out into the world. I'm definitely going to build their confidence with them. They will definitely grow up in a safe space so they can communicate, because children be uncomfortable and they don't want to communicate things sometimes. And these are the same cycles. The children are so much like their guardians. It's crazy, and y'all just be in denial. Like, they learn their characteristic traits from us. I'm not in denial. I will never negate that, and I know how serious that is. So if I'm someone who can't speak up for themselves, my children are not going to be able to speak up for themselves until they do the work to be able to have that strong character trait. No, we're not doing that here. I'm going to do the work that I need to do to get my shit together, and then I'm going to guide my children as they needed to be guided. The guidance that I need that I didn't get, that's fine. It is what it is. Just because I didn't get it don't mean I can't do it.